Okay guys, I'm gonna make some cheesy potatoes for dinner tonight. That's my oven. I've got it preheated to 350. Got my cornflakes mashed up. I have about 2 to 3 cups of cornflakes. I like the extra crispy topping on there, to be honest. I melted half a stick of butter and I put half of that in the cornflakes and get those all coated up really good. Just like that. Pretty simple, guys. Then I'm going to add in a condensed cream of chicken soup. Get all that out of there because that's where my salt's coming from, is from the soup. I'm not going to add any salt to this. I think that the soups are pretty salty anyway, and I'm using salted butter too. Got a cream of celery that I'm adding. You can add a cream of mushroom. You can do 2 cans of cream of chicken. I like the way the cream of celery tastes in this. It doesn't taste like celery, but to each his own on that one. Then I'm going to add in celery seed. I think it gives just a little bit of an umph. Like the celery seed, there's probably a teaspoon, maybe 2 in there. Gonna add in the rest of that melted butter, which was basically 1/4 cup. So that was 1 stick of butter that I melted. I'm gonna add in probably a teaspoon of pepper. I measure with my hand just like my granny used to do. Give that a stir. Get it all mixed up. And then I'm going to add in probably a good portion of this sour cream I got here. This is the 24-ounce sour cream. If I can get it open. Hold on. Okay, it's open. I think the recipe calls for a cup of sour cream. I always add in a little bit more than a cup. I like mine creamy. You can add less if that's what you like. I have never had anyone complain about my cheesy potatoes, so go figure. It's pretty much measuring with your heart, and once you've cooked something, you can know what to add more of or less of, whatever recipe. I like to change recipes up. I'll usually cook something one time the way it says, and then I'm like, oh, well, I could have done this. So that's kind of what I've done with cheesy potatoes throughout the years. Okay, got that in there. I've diced up a small onion, and most people put in a cup to cup and a half to 2 cups of cheese. I put in a boatload of cheese. Why would you call them cheesy potatoes if they're not cheesy? So, add all that in there. We're gonna give that a good stir. So let me get this all stirred in. Okay, got that stirred up. I have the big family style shredded hash browns. I'll probably use half this bag. And I've thawed them out a little bit. This is a 4-pound bag, so I'm not using 4 pounds of potatoes in this. So we're just gonna add these in there and we'll get them stirred. Okay, I've got them all stirred up. So I'm gonna put them into my 9x12 casserole dish. Just like that. We'll get them all put in there. Okay guys, these are ready to go in the oven. I'll put them in it. It's at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. I'll pull them out. We'll put the cornflakes on for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay guys, they've been in for 30 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the cornflakes on there that's been sitting in the butter. Get all of them out of there. Just spread them out as evenly as possible. And then I'll put them, I think my husband's gonna do it for me, put them back in the oven for me for about 15 minutes, and then they'll be good to go, ready to eat. Okay guys, they are out of the oven and they are bubbling hot. I'll try to sample these because these are for our dinner. Get them cooled off here. delicious. Guys, go make you some cheesy potatoes. They're not just for funerals and they're not just for holidays.